parking lot getting lit.
It's kind of crazy.
Okay,
But
y'all.
yeah.
We'll see y'all next Monday on time.
Yes,
7
fun again.
7 p.m.
Okay, take
7
a little
p.m.
sippity
7
sip.
p.m.
My sips
Coco's
is
gonna
gone
be
too.
Come
here.
on, baby.
And
Stay
we gonna talk
period.
about we gonna have to play this back, that love. We gonna have to bring that back.
Yes, yes.
See y'all
We gonna
next
bring
Monday.
that back with
See y'all next Monday.
Yes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Let's put a ring on
put
it.
a ring on it.
Hosted by the Steezies.
KB and Nate.
Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Please, our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Let's put a ring on
put
it.
a ring on it.
Hosted by the Steezies.
KB and Nate.
Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Please, our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Yeah. And if you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. Yeah. Put a ring on the Steezies.
I don't think we can do it together, babe. You make me nervous.
Yeah. Oh, get me together. Get me together. There we go. Yeah, we back again
What up, though?
for another episode of Put a Ring on It, and I'm excited about today.
I know. He been talking
about you?
it all weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited about today's show.
Yeah, me too.
I'm Nate Steezy, Nate Stalwart, depending on what circle you running in. And this lady to the right of me, this fine, beautiful lady here. Introduce yourself.
I am KB, also Mrs. Stallworth, also Mrs. CZ, depending on
What circle you in?
what circle you in.
We thugs, you feel me?
I don't know about that, but I do motivate the.
Babe, I said we thugs, so you just go with it,
Oh, my bad.
all right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we back with another banger today. You know, real litty, like the kids say.
The young folks.
It's gonna be litty.
So this weekend was a really big deal, right, for Detroit film.
Yeah, but before we get into that, you know what I'm saying? That comes next. You jumping the gun.
I'm okay. My bad.
You in your bag early, huh?
I'm all right.
All right, calm down, Pistol Pete.
I'm sorry.
You know, early monster. All right. But today's guest, you know what I'm saying, it's an honor and a pleasure to introduce this guy. You know, it's a guy I've known for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I've seen his maturation, that's my word. This maturation, like I said before, with a lot of other people. So, you know, he's a heavy guy in the acting game. You ain't watched a Detroit movie if you haven't seen his face. You know what I'm saying? It's just that real. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy that I call a friend that I seen when he started this. So I'm proud to introduce this guy. And I want him to introduce himself.
What up, though, everybody? I'm Des Cortez Crenshaw, man.
Put a ring on that. We got him in the building.
It's
So
dope, man.
now, do you
So dope.
shoot your shot now, man? Go
This
ahead.
is my introduction. This weekend was a very big event.
It was.
If you are from Detroit or know anything about Detroit films, then you saw it all over your social media.
The Detroit
And
Filmmakers
this guy
Awards.
was the actor of the year.
Actor of the
Yeah.
Year. Put a ring on it. You went a little
Yeah.
fast, you know what I'm saying? They had the Detroit Filmmakers Award yesterday down at, was that Charles H. Wright?
Yes, it was.
Charles H. Wright Museum.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about it. What is the Filmmakers, awards? What is the
So basically,
accumulate?
it's kind of like our academy. You know, it's actually more so the people who make the films, the people who are involved with them throughout the year, and they vote on who they feel did the best job. So basically, it's your peers voting on.
Now
who did
that's
the best
what's
job.
up. I feel like that is a better award show because it's people that you work with.
Yeah, it means more,
Yeah.
and not that other awards don't, but just to know that you celebrated by your peers and the people that you work with and acknowledged like that, no, it definitely means a lot.
Now, how long was this show? Like, was it a full production, or was it just like show
it
up
was,
and take your award?
No. It was absolutely beautiful, man. It was you come in, they had the red carpet, they had people greeting you, and then if you were nominated, they took you around all the different areas where you did all the different interviews.
Exactly.
You know, then they took you to your seat. After your seat, they had the show. They had the presenters who came on. They had video clips of everybody. It was just a really great show, elegant. And then afterwards, it was the afterglow, and they had roast spit. And then, I mean, K-Deezy was there, and, you know, and then he grabbed the mic, and then it was just, you know, it was
a
you know,
great,
it was just a
phenomenal.
It was one
a
of those
vibe.
days that you were happy to be from Detroit.
Yeah, it was a vibe, as they say. Now, I want to know, how does it feel? Because I feel like it's some very influential actors out there, like, you know, Trick Brother and, you know, a couple other guys that I see in a lot of movies as well. So how does it feel in the pool of actors that you want to be the actor of the year?
I think that's why it meant so much, because I'm a fan of a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for real. So it's like, I go to watch them perform. Like, I love to see what they do. So to be able to say that, you know, people love my performances like that, like as much as I love theirs, then that's saying a lot. Like, it wasn't no runaway. Like, it wasn't nothing like that. Like, everybody in that field had chops and still do. But it also made me really, really, really positive about what's about to happen with the Detroit film community.
That's what's up.
I feel like I don't want to say it, but I feel like we knew you was gonna win.
Yeah.
That's why we scheduled you today.
Yeah. And
I
Hey,
don't wanna-
That's what I was about to say.
Y'all definitely put the vibes out there for it to happen.
Shout out to us. I mean, this is the first post actor of the year interview. You feel me? We bringing you heat right now.
It was right on time, man.
This is heat.
Right on time.
We got the actor of the year for one of the biggest cities in America sitting right here on the Put a Ring on the podcast. I'm gonna put a ring on that right there.
Might as well. Thank you.
Any interview after this, the price going up, y'all.
Got to. You got to. I had to get my man's the exclusive, though. You know what I mean?
Yesterday's price
It's not
is not today's price. Shout out Joey Crack.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. Now, let's go into briefly into your career, the start of your career. What was the day when Dez Cortez said, "I'm an actor"?
I was at Central Michigan playing football,
Damn. So now you're going forward into my interview.
playing against this dude.
Yeah, now you're going forward in my interview.
That's so funny.
But during that time, I had some stomach ailments or whatever, and I just thought they were, ulcers or a little something like that. And I went and had to get some tests after some bad things, and then found out I had like this Crohn's disease, which basically took me out the game. And I fell into some depression. And during that time, they were doing the first ever all black play at Central Michigan. It was only 2 characters, but it was still the first ever all black play. And somebody convinced me to audition. I got the part. I end up being nominated for the Irene Ryan Award, which is a big award in the college acting community. And the director looked at me and she was like, "If you ever stop acting, I will find you and I will hurt you."
Wow.
And, after that, I did another tour and play with them where I played a Mexican male and spoke in Spanish. And after that, I got back to Detroit, and my cousin Calvin Pierce hooked me up with Tanae Redmond. And after that happened, it was on and popping. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So I have a question. So we know you are Actor of the Year. How long have you been acting, and is there any other, I want to say, attributes that you do besides that?
Yeah, I've been acting in Detroit for about 18 years, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, and I also was like Stage Actor of the Year, like 2014, something around there. So yeah.
Can't even remember.
No,
Just so many awards.
yeah, I was there. So that meant a lot too. But
Of course.
yeah, I got a few other awards, but those are the ones I remember the most.
I saw something that said you were into carpentry.
Yeah.
So, like, can you build me a deck, or like, what does that mean?
If you can think it, I can build it.
Jesus was a carpenter.
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly. For a reason.
So tell us some of the experiences, navigating in the movie business, because a lot of us don't know about it. A lot of people want to get into acting. So how has it been navigating? Because you say you got an 18-year career, so that's a long span. You know what I'm saying? So navigating those 18 years.
All right, and I'm about to tell you some stuff that's never been told to anybody.
Put a
bro.
ring on that. We always get the
We like
exclusive.
exclusive,
Like
baby.
for real, like, and it's gonna blow your mind as much as it blew my mind.
Yeah.
But really, I have been acting in the community, since then or whatever. And starting off, I was, one of the only people. Like, it wasn't a lot of people doing those type of things. I think the movie Loud Pack, and shout out to Kamal and Ray, KDZ, Benny Siegel,
I saw that
Foolish
one
for
too.
sure, Delicious, Nunu Autumn. You know what I mean? Like,
That's some heavy hitters.
that movie there kind of like set the tone to say, okay, Detroit got something to say. And then we kept making more movies and more movies and more movies in which people had to start, paying a lot more attention. And we started getting rave reviews, but truthfully, I didn't feel like I was at the place that I needed to be in the community as far as doing all the things that I had done. And still in the financial situation I was in. So I made the decision to pack up everything and go to LA.
Oh,
remember.
man. Nick told me about that.
And this was basically just to see, like, I wanted to see the industry firsthand. And also, I wanted to take some classes with Richard Lawson, who's an acting coach there. Myself, Nia Miranda, Lawrence, Emery Lawrence, we all take classes with him in LA. And I went there, man, and I didn't have any money at the time. I was leaving my family behind. I remember they had like these homes where people from different countries, different areas who was kind of in LA to do the same thing, they would come in and it was less rent to get a bed and, in the area. But they sell it as like this co-ed place and everybody got their own area and it's
That's
fun.
like a hostel.
Yeah, but when I got there, I was living, it was a 2-bedroom apartment and there was 7 other dudes in there.
Oh, no,
It was 1 bathroom. I had to sleep.
That's LA.
Man, I slept on the floor. I slept on a twin bed, a bunk bed, like I was locked up. Like,
Yeah.
That's
and-
crazy.
But at the same time, I knew I had to do it. So fast forward a little bit of time, like I was doing well. I had won a monologue contest that like almost no other actor won at the first. You know what I mean? Like it was going well for me, but I ran out of money and I had to go. I talked to Richard Lawson. And I told him, and he told me that he felt like I had the opportunity to do something in LA, and he asked me if there was any other thing that I knew how to do that could help me stay. And I said, well, I'm a carpenter, as you said. He said, okay, cool, don't leave. So the morning I was supposed to leave, he called me at 4:00 in the morning. He's like, do you want to build my man cave? And I'm like, of course I want to build your man cave. You know what I mean? Like, I knew right then, like, that was the money for me to stay. That was the way for me to build in the acting community because he's over 100 plus movies, you know what I mean? Every award, he's been on every single genre, So I knew that was a way for me to be able to break in also. So I wanted to do a great job. He sent the car to come get me. I pulled up. He lived in the Hollywood Hills.
Wow.
The biggest house.
Hollywood Hills.
The you know what I mean? Like, it was just, it was so immaculate to the point where, like, I had to stop for a while and just look and just stare. He's like, you all right? I'm like, man, just let me just soak this in. Like,
Right, it's
you can
for real.
you can see the whole city. You could even see as far as Long Beach and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, you can see the airport from, like, it was just so amazing, man. So we finally went in and I was, kind of showing him what I was gonna do, and then his wife walked in, and I forgot that he was married to Miss Tina Lawson. So of course it's like it was
You talking
just
about
like,
Beyonce mama?
Yeah.
I really would have been starstruck like
So-
that.
Put a ring on Beyonce
No,
mama.
no, for real. But it was just like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how I was with Richard when I first saw him too. But for her to be in the house,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was like, oh. So then I remember we were talking about what we was gonna do, and right now I'm stuck. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, like I was just on the floor,
Right.
and now I'm in this mansion with these people that I've dreamed about meeting.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
That's so crazy.
she was like, I ain't gonna like it, and walked out. And I was like, oh, dog, like I blew it. Like before I even
Right, started to work.
got a chance for the opportunity, like I blew it. You know what I mean? But Richard was like, nah, man, just do your thing. So I ended up working there for a while. And it was a great experience. And I remember towards the time that I was done, she came down there. She gave me a high five. She said, I never doubt you again.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that, they like took to me, man, and they treated me better than anyone like I was ever around. And
Wow.
you think the opposite of what's gonna happen when you in that situation, man, and you around not even millionaires, billionaires, and how they gonna treat you. And they treated me just the opposite. Like they paid so much attention to what I needed and what I wanted and what I ate and what I did and where I was at. And it was just so amazing. And then just to even just tell you how it is, like I remember I was there working one day and it was about to be a party, and it was like, I mean, some of the most influential people, period, there. Like everybody. Think about it, everybody, they was gonna be there. And she asked me if I wanted to go, but I was there working. And I was like, nah, you know what I mean? Like I'm
Right, ain't got
too
to
dirty,
wear it.
I'm nasty, you know what I mean? That can't be my first impression of that. She said, okay, cool. Man, I came back down, man. They had a whole outfit
Ready for
laid
you.
out for me, everything, dog.
It's like you telling me a movie, you know?
It is
dog,
like a
like
movie.
a
movie in a
It is
movie.
like a
And,
movie.
I mean, just
But I imagine like they would
what
be
I
like,
learned, dog.
you gotta
No,
wear,
no,
like-
like people don't understand like who they are, and they
Yeah.
just being them. You know what I mean? Like they just being them, but they don't understand who they touching. You know what I mean? And what they really doing for people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because there's nothing else really nobody can tell you. You know what I mean? Like, and it'll be times that I'll be places and I'll be starstruck and I'll be looking around and they'll be like, no, dog, you belong. Like you belong here. Dog, like they, it was all about the character and who you was with them, man. And it was just one of the most remarkable things that ever happened to me. But I also got to be around some people who were not the same. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I found those people to be so empty. But I found out just how remarkable we are as men and as black women who've grown up in the hood and
Yeah.
still been able to accomplish things, because we can always go out and we can buy an education. You know what I mean? We can figure somebody out who's gonna tutor us and make us what we need to be. But they can't buy the class that we got. You know what I mean? They can't buy what happened to us. You know,
Yeah,
like dog,
yeah.
like we bacon burnt, bro. Like they can't pay for that to happen. You know, like the things that we done been through. Everybody can sit down here and tell you things that make you ball out crying.
Yeah.
And we came out stronger because
On
of
the
that.
other side,
And when you have the opportunity to see that, you know, it's like, and then I remember, and I ain't gonna say no names, but we was at a table and we was all talking with some, man, I'm not, but it was some people that I never thought I'd be sitting at a table with. And one of them said, yeah, well, if they like you that much, they would have gave you some money.
Ooh,
And I said, listen,
you tried it.
he said, nobody will ever give this man no money. They will never take from him what he's going to feel when he make his own money.
Right.
It'll never happen.
Right.
I'll be in the business with him.
Put a ring.
I do whatever it takes, but I never give this man no money. Because what's the truth is, he's living in his best times right now.
Right.
Because once you get it, it's over with. Everybody fake. You can't be around nothing. You can't, everybody want to sue you all the time. You can't do nothing. You don't have any meaningful relationships, truthfully. And a lot of times, when people done messed up their relationships to get to where they are. They always talk about it in LA. I got this big old mansion. I'm in here by myself.
Right.
That's because you done messed over so many people, dog. And people don't understand that's an emptiness. And it was funny because when I came back home and the stuff I used to always argue about and fuss about with my kids, like the toys and the like, dog, that shit, it became everything to me.
Yeah.
Like, dog, I'm dope. Like, I'm so blessed that I can pick up my boys is playing ball and I can pick up their toys.
Yeah.
Cause they ruined they sit like they used to be so envious of me, and that's what I couldn't understand. But now I do, and I think I had that whole situation happen because people need to understand the wealth and who they are, and we look so much to people who. Not even the people who we looking at, you know what I mean? Because I've been around them and they empty and they flat and they gonna blow your phone up when they meet you and they gonna need you to be, you know what I mean? And it's just this type of situation that you don't want to be around, and they very envious. They see you smiling like, and it's just, man, it's just a blessing that we're gonna be able to get to the top the way that we're getting to the top.
Yeah.
And we don't ever say that to ourselves. Like we don't never count our roses. You know what I mean? In the hood or the ones that grow next to the bricks. We gonna wait till we in this big mansion. No, dog. Our best times in life is now.
Yeah.
We gonna be talking about this interview for the rest of our life. You know what I mean?
Going through it.
So that just put me on a whole nother base of who I was and where I was gonna go. And plus I learned from Richard Lawson the basics of really studying the character. And I brought that forth here, and it's been dope ever since. But nobody knows that story.
Shout out to the exclusive.
They know it now.
Yeah, put a ring on that. I think my first movie, he was still here. It was like The Price of Love or something. Is that one of the movies you was in, the old movie? Because I remember he was still here. He gave me the DVD, like, here, check this out. And it was such a dope movie.
That was probably Destiny's Calling.
That's what
If I
it
gave you
was,
a
Destiny's
DVD.
Calling.
Yeah.
I remember the name.
That was
That's what it's
probably
called.
I just watched the other one about the better husband or the better.
Dear Future Husband.
Yo,
That's what I won an award for.
yo. You was ill.
Yeah.
I was mad because I was mad at you. Like this was really you.
I
And
got-
I'm like, he don't never play this guy. Like I'm mad.
I got death threats.
But I was really like into it. Like he came home, I'm on the couch. She like, you always watching Tubi. I'm like, mind your business.
Mind your business. I'm like, all right, let me sit down too. See what this is.
But how you see somebody play a role and you really believe they're that person.
But that's when you know you did a good job.
Yeah.
And
and
you
I'm
hate
like,
them.
Look,
why is he acting like that?
My whole team turned on me. Like,
I was so mad.
and I've been working with these people for years, bro, like years. And the day that those scenes, I said, hey, y'all not gonna like me after this movie. They like, man, we don't work with, we know what acting is. Blah, blah. Man, when I came downstairs to the after those scenes, it was dead silent. Like they was all looking at me like they wanted to kill. I was like, can I get my makeup taken off? They like threw me a picture, like take your whole makeup off. Yeah, like it was so serious, dog. And I'm like, dang. But when I had, cause I never seen my dad hit my mom ever. You know what I mean? But everybody else around me was hitting they girls. You know what I mean? Like that was just normal. Like like the people who like really were influential, who I used to call my uncles, lived on the block. Like they used to always say they from a Slapahoe tribe.
Yeah.
Like that's what they do.
Yeah.
Like that's how I grew up. You know what I mean? That's what I saw. And for me, that character, it wasn't tough as far as getting there because I saw them and how they reacted to those situations and what it was.
Embodied them.
But I also wanted people to see that those people are also very likable. Like you just not
They
gonna
got that facade.
right. You just not gonna hate them. You're not gonna be able to see it like that. It's not gonna happen like that. It's gonna be somebody who you like to be around. It's gonna be somebody who you think you want to emulate. And behind closed doors, he gonna be tearing her up. And nobody gonna know. You know what I mean? I remember it's one of my favorite lines in that movie. She say, oh yeah, girl, sure, I rock this world. After I had just beat the mess out of her the night before. You know what I mean? Just keeping up the lie to her friends.
Yeah.
But that's why I wanted that role to be what it was. Like I wanted people to really see what those situations are like. So they'll be more inclined to understand what's going on in the future, man. And what's crazy is as I was doing my research on the character and I started asking women about their situations, bro, 99% of the women who I talked to had a domestic violence situation.
An experience, yeah.
Which, like, and I'm naive, I guess, man, but I did not think it would be like that. And even my mom, like I said, I never seen it before, but even my mom was like, oh yeah, your dad tried me. He hit me, I grabbed a knife, I just gonna tell him that. Now a knife underneath the door, he ran in the bathroom. I'm like, whoa, whoa, like this is serious.
Yeah, it gets
You know what I
real.
mean?
That's
But-
scary to know that it's that high in percentage.
Well, I mean, I feel like they all have some type of experience.
Yeah.
Like, is it constant? Is it now? Probably not. But has it happened in their life? For sure, it happened to you in your
It
life.
has happened in my life.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
I
know.
was like, tentacle.
It was about to
Yeah.
happen before we got here, but I, you know what I'm saying? I calmed myself down. Oh, my bad.
Boy, bye.
My bad. I said it all out.
Bye.
But it was crazy. And oh yeah, but also too, like, man, one of my homies who did one of my first movies with me, Joe, and Lord rest his soul, but he was literally on his deathbed. He looked at me and said, I want you to stop playing the villain. You got to start playing the hero. And I ended up doing that movie anyway, right after he said that, and he passed. But so I guess like my reward for, you know, being disobedient to him is like people was like really like, man,
They was
I lost
mad at
friends, bro.
It's just a role.
I lost friends. Dog. A
Friends.
lady
It's just
came
the
to me
wrong.
and said, "Hey, my grandma said she gonna F you up." I said, "Yo, grandma?" And she said, "Boom." She showed me the text. I'm like, oh man, like these people serious.
Yeah.
I had people blowing my phone up, man, just off of Facebook. Like calling me on Facebook,
Yeah.
dog, saying all
Yeah,
types
like,
of
what's
stuff.
this
So,
weird ring?
No, I was like never answering it, you know what I mean? Because I, you know, it was, you know, I ain't, you know,
Yeah.
it's just people will get over it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just emotion. But my homie was like, nah, man, you got to start checking these, man, and hear what these people talk about. So he actually picked up the phone, and this one dude was just going on. And one thing he said, he was like, man, I just have no idea why I'm so mad at somebody who ain't never did nothing to me. We looking at each other like, yeah, fool, like what
Right,
you been on this
right.
phone for? But it's just the way people took to that
Yeah.
character, man. You
Yeah.
saw that it was touching so many people's soul.
Yeah,
and that
man.
kind of like
That show you
know,
people watched
yeah.
it.
and it was tough because
Yeah.
you know how much I love Deb, who was the co-star, who also won Actress
Yeah.
of the Year.
Yeah.
For that role, it was tough for me to do that to her, and she's such a great actress. The pity, the you know, like what she put forth, like it was tough. And then plus the kid who played my quote unquote son. You guys see the movie?
my God,
That's
it was
my
so emotional.
that's my biological son.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
For real?
yeah.
So you pulling a Will Smith out here.
But also
my
to
God.
do what happened in the movie to him,
Can't say what
I won't. But
Yeah.
it just
that took me. I was crying. I was crying.
It took like me and him cried together
that was too much.
after that shoot for a long time.
That was
Yeah.
too much.
It was it was a lot. It was a lot. But I thank God for it, man. It's a great movie. I can't wait for my people
Yeah.
to see it.
Now, with that reaction, you ready for that on a national level?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? For people to be just mad at
Definitely.
the villain?
Definitely.
You know what? I think more people because we from Detroit. Like,
Yeah.
people watch people and they feel like they know them personally.
Yeah,
And
you
you
got a point
build a
there.
rapport with people, and then if they go outside of what their normal is or what you want to see, you like. You did that too, like that
man.
seemed a little too real.
People
I think he
change-
played a
people really-
plethora of characters.
But that's why.
But that one
But that's
was
why I'm
a bit
looking.
different.
But see, Street Code Broken just came out the other day,
Yeah.
and I'm playing the hero, and that's the great thing about it. So now I got this balance coming. That's I think gonna allow people to not be so mad at me.
Right, they gonna be like,
after they watch the
"Oh,
movie.
I mean, they watch your old stuff. You played the goofy guy.
I played a little bit of
dumb
everything,
wig
but they
guy.
not, they not looking at that, man.
Like,
Yeah, I
what
don't
was
play
that,
everything,
that
man.
movie with Foolish, like he
Loud Pack.
Yeah, he was the goofy sidekick guy. Like he did a great job on it. So I
done
feel
been
like
them all,
every
man.
role that you do, you just do a great job embodying
Thank you, man.
that character.
Yeah.
So it goes, hand in hand.
Thank you, man.
And like I said, back to what you were saying earlier, I remember when he started and he did just said, I'm selling everything and I'm moving to LA. Because right before then, you was working at the zoo.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I brought my son.
Oh,
I used to
people
bring
don't don't know that either,
bring
dog.
my
Like,
son to the zoo, and he used to take us to the enclosures.
I learned that.
He thought he was VIP.
I was
No, he
VIP
was. Though.
at
He
the
was
zoo.
like, people don't know that either. Like, I really learned to train wild animals.
I mean,
like,
this dude was in the
That's kinda dope.
lions, tigers, bears. All you know
Like
what
we
I mean?
didn't go
Like,
in the enclosures, but we
and
would watch him go in the enclosures.
I was a education specialist, so that wasn't my main job. But the great thing about it was I was able to capture what the keepers was doing through video, and they would just teach me. So I would be in there with them as they trained and taught me how to train all the animals. You know what I mean? Like I really was able to work with all of them. That was such an unbelievable experience. You know what I mean? To look a gorilla in the eyes close up and then just to be
scared.
some not the you ain't well I don't think you'd be scared of the gorillas, you know, it's a respect thing, but you'll be scared of the chimpanzees. That's pound for pound the most dangerous animal in the world, man. That's
Wow.
I wouldn't be around. I don't tame anything on anything. I'm not in anything where a chimpanzee can get to me,
About
dog.
that life.
About that life,
Dearly
not
noted.
the word, dog. Like for real. Like I would definitely take my chances with the tigers, the lions. For real, I'm not bullshit. Like, I mean, I'm not playing that. Like those chimpanzees, bro. The first time I got
Chimpanzees and
Dude,
thugs.
oh man, bro. The first time I went back there, dog, the chimp ran towards me, and I'm like, oh man, what he about to do? Because this bar's right there. I don't know what he about to do. Man, he reached in his butt, pulled out some stuff, and threw it at my face, bro. Listen, if I wasn't looking, I would have got it right in the mouth, dog.
He kind of called you a whole ass nigga, like
Did
yeah,
and then,
where's-
but the keeper's like, you good, like don't even look, don't even pay no attention, like you know what I mean, like
Like he just
ignoring
trying to
them.
get me.
But
How?
the only way for them to stop treating you like that is if you ignore them, and that's the same with people too.
yeah, if they have fun seeing you
exactly.
react to it,
But if you don't,
they get bored.
they
Like,
get
I ain't
bored,
messing with them.
and then you know, like, so they. But at the same time, dude, but they so strong, man. You know,
Very
like,
accurate.
Like they so
be
strong,
laughing.
man. And when you see them shaking that, like it's very daunting. And they fight all the time, and they go for the soft meat. So you see them with fingers missing, ears missing, testicles missing, all that, bro. Like they get down like that. Like it's an animal that yeah, like
He ain't playing.
Very
you know,
that.
yeah, you definitely want. But I mean, all the other animals are just majestic, man. Like I had a great time learning about all the animals and being around them and seeing just the sheer force of them. And a lot of people can't say that, man. So that was a
Like
blessing and all
You
too.
like the
A lot of people don't know about
Detroit
that.
Exotic. You like
Something like that.
He touched the humans and
No,
the
I'm
animals
not.
of Detroit.
I'm not touching none of them animals. Like I mean, the ones that can, like any other ones that could hurt. Like I was never in there with them like
there
that.
with them.
No.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me.
Not gonna chance it. I love my life too much. I done seen too much.
I know that's right.
Tiger King.
Dude, he don't be playing like they don't be playing like you know like those
They
animals that have about
animals.
they'll have a bad day.
Yeah.
It'll swipe like one of those bears will swipe you playing with you and knock your head off. You know what I mean? And the polar bears though like ain't like they don't even like ain't no like they look at you like listen if I ever get a chance I'm eating you. Like ain't no like I don't care how much you feed me how much if I ever get a chance
It's hot
I'm
here.
eating you, bro.
You got me in this hot ass.
They like
Detroit.
that, and the look on their face went, man, they like that, bro. So it was a great experience. It was.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So I went looking up and I counted 12 movies that you have been in. So am I accurate? Like what?
I think it's more like 15.
Okay, so I'm not accurate. Okay, my bad.
It might have been 12. It might have been 12 before the about 15. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was like looking like I know the ones I saw and I'm like I knew them, but I'm like I want to see.
But it's more that never even came out.
Yeah.
You know that people waiting on me to blow up so they can put it out and make some bread.
It makes make a little sense. Make a little sense. Now these productions are these like how are these productions is what I want to know behind the camera like. So what are you looking at? Is it a room of 3 people? Is it 10?
It matters the production. It kind of matters the production, but usually it's more like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You know, and it's pretty much, you know, the good ones are ran pretty much like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of stuff that you got to get, and people time is not to be wasted. But I have been on some that were not like that, and it can become a very, very daunting experience, man, and to the point where you don't even want to do it no more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the people who are about their money and the people who I've been working with lately have really been able to have sets that, you know, rival some LA sets. They don't have the same amount of money, but they put the same amount of emphasis and respect on what they get their actors during their time of rest, or what they do for background actors and different things like that, how they treat people. So it's been dope, man. Detroit is really, really, really growing.
Yep. So, with where you at in the game now, you know, what's the advice that you give back to the new Dez Cortez, or the new, you know, Detroit person who want to break into, not even if it's just the Detroit, you know, movie market, and then that's all they want, but want to break into the movie game. Period.
I would tell them first, which I wasted a lot of years on. The only way things are gonna get better for you is if you better yourself. A lot of times, if you're a caring person, like, you want to see everybody shine, different things like that, want to help everybody, but in reality, until you understand, until you get to where you need to be, you're not gonna be able to help them.
Ring on that.
Put a double ring
for real. Then you just wasting tons of time, which I did for years. You know what I mean? And really, the situation wasn't even how I was thinking about them. And if I would have just put myself where I should have been, then it wouldn't have seemed that way. And you learn that after.
Yeah, that's evolution.
After the fact. But at the same time, you can see where you was thinking at the time. And that also helps you understand that you ain't always thinking on your P's and Q's. And then it's a good opportunity or a good reason why you should talk to other people. And you know what I mean? Because you be thinking that you right and you not. And and that has to change. And also, like I said, your best times are now, and treat them as such. Like, all the times that I think about in life now, about the ones that I really love and the ones I remember for the rest of my life, if I really think about it, I was probably struggling then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't living in the situation I wanted to. My relationship wasn't what I wanted to, you know, but at the same time, I think about the positives, and that's what rings, and that's what stood forth at those times. So it's definitely a great opportunity for you to make sure that you counting your blessings and understand that everybody got hard times.
For sure.
For real. That shit, you know, it's not reserved for broke people. It's gonna happen to everybody. So
Clearly.
The best thing for you to do is which will be my next one, is to educate yourself. Concentrate on educating yourself and getting better. Like, never think you do just the best.
Yeah.
Spent a long time in the D, and I was just thinking, like, I'm the best, man. I'm good. Somebody gonna come find me. Somebody gonna, like, I was always waiting on somebody else to do something for me, and I wasn't educating myself. And the first time I took an opportunity to educate myself, I saw at the heights that I never thought I would.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm never thinking that I'm the best that I can be. I'm always gonna grind, and that's what I tell myself. I probably would have saved myself about 15 years.
You hear that out there? You know what I'm saying? That's advice straight from the guy that you see on your screen every day.
Right, but it makes sense. I tell people that all the time. They be like, "Oh, I'm doing it for that do." I gotta do it for me first before I can help anybody else.
Yeah.
That makes logical sense, but sometimes it don't.
That's that new era effect.
But yeah,
that's what Zeke was talking
and
about.
a lot of people got big hearts, you know what I mean, different things like that, and they love people different. But no, you can't, you know, and it might take a while for you to learn that. But I don't want people to. I want to tell them right now.
Yeah.
And I said it to some kids recently. You got to get yourself together first, even if you want a great relationship. If you think you want to be in a relationship with somebody, if you not together yourself, you're not gonna make nobody else together. Like, you got to come together. But what's crazy is, as soon as I adapted that and started doing it, all of a sudden everything started getting better.
Falling into place.
And then I started to understand, oh, dog, like, you was the key factor in all this. So, like, you was blaming it on everybody else, dog, but it's really you, bro.
That's
you know what
how
I mean?
was, like,
and I had to learn that. I really had to learn
You
that.
the common denominator.
Man, like, I'm like, oh, so
Baby, it's
dang.
me.
I realized it was me. You know,
I
Michael
said
Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Like I said on the past show, sometimes beef creates sometimes life creates distance, not beef.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So that distance,
Would you try to tell them, baby?
that distance is good enough. You
It
don't
is.
need the beef. So
You're right.
let me pivot a little bit since we're talking about relationships, and and get into
I'm
my
about to get in
one
your
question that I gotta ask every guest that come on this show. What's your thoughts on Jada Pinkett Smith?
I hate this question.
Man, what I also learned too when I was in LA, that what you see on TV is really like none of the, really none of what's going on.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what's going on. But from what I see on TV, I just see a man who, see, when you step into a role, you accept the soul of that person truthfully, especially if it was a person who lived before or a person who's still living, especially when it's a person who's still living, or just recently passed. So when he accepted that role, he accepted a father who was willing to do whatever it takes for his daughters. And like I just said, when you get there, you see those people who don't have those relationships. A lot of time they didn't do the things that they wanted to do to keep what they had. And I think he kind of feeling like he wasn't the dad that he always wanted to be, or that type of fixture that he, where everybody can jump behind him and think that he gonna, protect them. And that was weighing on him. And just, you can't just jump out of a role, you know what I mean? Like, it don't happen like that. Like, especially for like a great actor. Like, that's why he won that award. Like, it takes time. So he was still in that protection mode. Like, he was still in that mindset. And he felt like it was an attack on his family. He felt like that was his opportunity for him to live in that light of what he always wanted to be. But
to be King Richard that day.
I mean, yeah, it just wasn't that situation.
He ain't King Richard, okay?
No, he not. You know what I mean? But at the same,
Richard made some awesome daughters.
Yeah, but he, and the problem about it is nobody else is thinking like that. You know what I mean? Like nobody else is saying Will Smith is a coward, or he, you know what I mean? Like, that's all his mindset, bro. Like, and that's mental illness at its most. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when, like, I suffer also too, but thank God I get a chance to see what it really is. Like, he's living in his mind on that shit, because nobody's gonna go up to Will Smith and sock him like, man, you a punk. You know what I mean? Nobody, dog. You know what I mean? Because he puts himself out in that manner to where, in my eyes, like, that just wasn't something that people would actually do.
No.
But he considered himself that. And your perception is everything, bro. And he just got trapped in it.
I see that.
He said that his life is a experiment of love. And I feel like I understand that.
Don't say that.
Because this is an experiment of love here.
You might want to hear that Will Smith shit.
Yeah, no.
But no, that's also some of the best
Keep that
some of the
bullshit
best
in the book.
relationships to have, though, too. You know.
So, are you married, single, dating, situationship? Like, how do you?
I
Because I'm
have
sure you're getting a whole bunch of Facebook calls from some
all the time,
randos.
all the time. But no, I have been in a great relationship with the mother of my children for, since we've been kids, since we've been like 12 years old.
Really?
On and off different, you know what I mean?
Put a ring on that.
We met at a camp, you know what I mean, back when we was kids. And it's been dope ever since. So, we've had our times or whatever, but at the same time, we're committed to raising dope children. But we've also been able to grow as far as relationship-wise, especially over the COVID time.
Right.
And really be able to see what we really mean to each other as we
Yeah.
grow. And she's super dope. She's a cosmetic chemist. I mean, like, her intelligence, how she put formulas together, different things like that is just, amazing. The people who hire her, they consider their products amazing. And, I can really sit and say, like, she made that. And she also definitely gave my daughter a great role model. And my daughter's doing great. She's just finished her first year at Clark, Atlanta.
That's
Shout out Clark Atlanta. We just left Atlanta, got back. That's why we didn't make it to the award show.
She graduated from Cass, and she started a sports program there and got national recognition. And just like she, she really got that from her mother. You know what I mean? Being who she was. So I'm definitely blessed to have her. And we not married, but at the same time, that's definitely who I spend most of my time with and who I want to be with. So.
Well, just to let you know, I am an officiant, and
Official.
I can marry couples. Just in case you guys just
For
want to
real?
do something real quick at the house or something, or y'all want to come to the
She
park.
just
or something.
started, but she about 3-4
I
weeks
don't know.
deep.
We ain't got that far yet, but we working on it.
Wait
Just
a minute.
putting
He
it
just
out there.
said they was together since they was 12. He's
Yeah.
talking about they
We
ain't got that far yet.
You been that far, my
because
G.
because but also too, like I said, if you're not who you need to be, then there ain't no way you're gonna be able. And I look now, if I would have married her back because we were engaged years ago, and if I would have married her back then, we would have been, you know what I mean?
It wouldn't
It
have-
would have been a
you
bad
wouldn't have made
situation.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
definitely
Like we got each
understand
other.
that.
Like I got her. You know
I
what
definitely
mean?
understand that.
Through whatever happens, I got her. So I'm not worried about that. But when it's time, it's gonna be time, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be forever.
That's
And
what's
that's
up.
what it is.
That's what's up. I like the confidence in his voice. You know what I'm saying? So
it
that
better.
Yeah,
made
but
me
that's
believe him.
but that's what a good woman instills. You know what I mean?
You right.
For real.
You're right. The commitment, the way he said it. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. All right. We running out of timer, so we got to get into our little trivia game. You know, we do a little Detroit trivia game. I'm going to give you 3 questions about Detroit. You get 2 out of the 3, you win the game. You get 2 wrong, then you lose. You feel me? And you should get this because you're an ambassador. So I got a running question nobody got for about 6 weeks. So
Okay.
we broadened it last week. So we're going to go with this. I think Dez is going to be the first one. What you think? You think Dez going to get it? All right, I
Let's
think
see.
Dez going to get it. All right,
I
you ready?
mean, we changed it up a little bit, so it should be easier.
First question. Name 5 Detroit zip codes in a minute.
48203, 48201, 48208, 48235, 48207, 48212, 48213, 48 damn, how many is that?
He just showing
That's
off now.
8. You did
Like dog, yeah.
Just showing off now. You put a ring on that.
I lived in quite a few of them, so
Hey, nobody has gotten this question.
I remember.
He said 5 and 30 seconds. Like, wait a
First it
minute.
was just 5, like name me 5 West Side zip codes, but
So
no one could get it. So I had to broaden it to just give me 5 Detroit zip codes.
Yeah.
And no one still
Because
could get it.
I think he
It's
only
tough.
said 3
It's tough.
West Coast zip codes.
It don't even matter. He got it right. So we're gonna go with that first
But
one.
48227, that's West Coast.
West. 48235 is West.
All right, here we go. Next one. Since you an actor, I'm gonna give you 2 more acting questions. All right,
This is gonna
about
be good.
Detroit. This Detroit-born actor is married to Angela Bassett. What is his name?
Oh, we was just talking about him.
Mm.
Oh, this is good. I didn't know he was in Detroit.
Yeah, he, you know, sort of Detroit. He went to Country Day. You know, he met her at Harvard.
Oh, of course. Okay.
You know, so he went to Harvard.
His family
So
was rich.
yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
What is his name? I can't remember.
No, you give up on it.
Yeah, I do.
Courtney B. Vance.
Yes.
I would have never known that, but
You know who he
I
is?
know.
yeah, I know now. But I
That's-
didn't,
you
I didn't
didn't
know
know
they were
that's
married.
But I know he had a
Husband?
name that was a woman name.
I'm not trying to see Angela Bassett husband, bro. Like, yeah,
I was envious. I
like
said,
right,
"Dang,
like,
she
that's
married
my
to him."
dude. I ain't trying to see her
Because
husband,
he's
bro.
definitely an old man.
All right, this one a little easier. You know, what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think you should get this one.
All right.
And you get both. Okay, and this is a 2-part, so we got 2 answers. These 2 Detroit-born rappers turned actors left Detroit for California at a young age, where they found fame. One even pimped people ride.
Oh, Exhibit.
That's one. And what other West Coast rapper was born in Detroit?
Snoop, right?
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He got both on
And
there.
then Daddy
so-
used to smash one of my aunties. No, I'm joking.
Snoop, you got a couple brothers out here in the Cortez family, all right? What's up, cuz? Oh, I don't know. Is that the right term?
Hey,
LA, you
man.
lived out there.
Hey, man.
What up, cuz?
I don't know.
He like, oh.
Well, he got that one right, so you know what I'm saying. I guess that's 2 out of 3. So he ran. He knew the assignment. Put a ring on that.
Now you gotta tell me we can get new questions, because I ain't even know nothing about that.
I mean, you know, I gotta kind of make them relevant to the
That was a
person.
good one. That was a good one.
You know what I'm saying? So again, we run out of timer. So tell everyone how to reach or to see the Detroit Actor of the Year. Give them your handles.
Man, just the_Des Cortez. If you go on that on Instagram, you can see my my link tree, which is right there. You click on that, you can see everything, all the movies. I really want y'all to check out Dear Future Husband, which
That
was
was so good.
which just won Movie of the Year. And I also want you to check out the newly released on Prime, Street Code Broken, which I'm getting some unbelievable reviews on, and just a whole lot more to come, man.
I'm gonna watch that this week on my housewife day.
Please do.
Yeah, we're gonna go home and watch that Street Code Broken. I think I seen the first one.
And call
this
me,
is this is the
please.
second one, right?
Street Code Broken?
Yeah.
No, this is the first.
This is the first one.
This is the
Oh,
first
I
one.
You
thought
talking
I
about
heard.
something else with that other guy?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
that name.
but make sure you call me, man. Tell me what you think about
All
it.
right, I got you. Like I say, I've been a follower of this man's career for a long time. So, and I want to see you on McGraw Ave. I like
would
that
love
show.
to, man. I've been trying to work with them for a while.
Oh, they gonna have to come
Oh,
get
we
you
about
after
to-
this.
we
I'm
about to
They gonna put it
like,
together.
listen, like I tell everybody, I'm gonna take this clip, I'm gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna put it on the internet and
Let's
watch
make-
them come.
let's make
I
it.
had Lady L on here, said she wanted to link up with Mia Ray. You know Mia Ray, the one to make the Glamaholic bags.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna chop it up and put it on there. And Mia Ray gonna come. Mia Ray commented. She put the fire signs.
Hey, you
under
know
the
my
clip.
daughter working with her right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, over the summer while she here, while she home.
that's
yeah.
what's
So
up.
cool.
Yeah, she real close with the Desiree, the glam scientist. While I was talking about that. Yeah, so they homies.
That's
so
dope.
that's a
what's up.
small world type deal, bro.
It
I
is.
know, right?
But I mean, everybody who grinding, you know what I mean, who really
Detroit.
business mind like that, it's
Yeah,
gonna
gonna come
definitely
together
bump,
eventually.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
some point.
True
So,
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I love and I appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you,
You know what I'm
brother.
saying? The guy of your high accolades here in the city. You feel me?
Thank
I'm
you,
not
man.
joking. I'm not taking that lightly.
No,
I'm
I
giving
mean-
my man his flowers. He's been in the game
thank you.
for a long time. You can't watch a movie without seeing his face. You can't walk around without saying, I know that guy. Even if you never don't know his name, you say, I know that guy.
I mean, he got this face. Like, I've seen his face so many times.
Yeah.
I knew his name,
That
but
old-
even if
Yeah.
I didn't,
That old big old
Yeah.
wide old, people get, it's,
But
it's like a
overall-
billboard. It's like,
But overall, he's still always been a genuine, you know what I'm saying, humble guy. You know what I'm saying? That seems, at least from the outside looking in, like he appreciate all the opportunities that's given
no,
to him.
thank you, man.
So that's why I always, you know what I'm saying, love, you know what I'm saying, seeing this guy's work. When I see him, it's always love, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's always going to be that way. You know what I'm saying, all the way up to the top. And like I always tell him, just don't act brand new when I come out to LA.
you know me,
You know
you
what I'm
ain't
saying?
never
That's
gotta
what I
worry
tell
about
Dre
that.
Butters too. Just don't act brand new when I come out to LA with y'all.
I told you he'd be selling. He
And
know
you don't
all
have
these
to
people.
worry.
Because the Steezies like the party, so
You
come
don't
on.
gotta
And
worry,
we got
buddy.
we got our own money, so that ain't where we coming from.
You don't gotta
money,
worry.
baby.
But that's the
Plenty of
thing.
money.
You ain't got to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's just your, when you get there and who you are, when you talk, people gonna want to be around you. So
Yeah.
you ain't got to spend nothing, but you know, but you can have it. And it's just great there too, man. Just people say who you are there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get there, they be like, "Hey man, you're amazing." And people don't do that here much, but there they will. And that's when you understand that people like us really need it around everywhere.
Definitely.
Truthfully.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming through the show.
Tk you, man.
I
I feel
can't
like
express
I'm
that
being
enough.
groupie-ish a little bit when
being
people
group-
come on.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, you excited about the show today? I'm like, I'm watching
Yeah.
the movie right now.
I know when she's excited when she do her research. You know what I'm
Good.
saying?
I
Because
appreciate it.
lately she been trying to get on her game because I be having my
No.
stuff.
You be having your stuff
I'm
together, huh?
prepared.
So
And
he
then
be
she be
trying to
like,
shut
"What you
me
gonna
up."
ask?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
Stealing your question.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing. You do yours.
No,
Just-
he didn't have to ask me. He didn't have to do that today because
But I didn't even
I
know
have
how
my
many
stuff.
movies he played in. So
yeah, I
touche
looked it
to you.
up.
Thank you, man.
I looked
Touche
it
to
up.
you.
Thank you.
I say there's too many for me to try to find that out. So I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
it's
do
a lot.
that.
I was on YouTube like, I'm watching this clip. I'm watching this one. I remember that one.
It's a lot.
You know, it's always a fun episode. So if there's anything you want to leave us with?
I just want to say thank you for coming on and congratulations on your award. It
Thank
is
you.
much warranted and needed. And
Let's put
I
another
think
ring on that.
you are an excellent actor because you had me mad and crying.
Thanks.
So I appreciate you and your artistry and continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yes.
And that's it for
Yeah,
us tonight.
me
baby.
too. I appreciate the thespian that you are.
You
And,
got these word of the day.
You feel me? No word of the day
It's
be
dope,
popping.
man. Yeah.
Man, I have no doubt that, you know what I'm saying, I will see you on a major, I mean, these are major screens, so I don't want to even
But I know what
project
you
it
mean,
that way.
bro. I know what
But
you
we're gonna
mean.
see you in a big budget film
Definitely.
coming very soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I put my stamp on that. You know what I'm saying? So when it
Thank you.
happens, we're gonna roll back to the video and we're gonna cut that up again too and say we said it early.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. So
sir.
with
You
that
got some
being
exclusives today, bro.
said, yeah, we did.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
Special.
I ain't never.
Always. I love when we get the exclusive, especially with the good people. And with that said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Put a Ring on It. We'll be back next Monday at 8 p.m. Till then, you can catch this episode on YouTube, follow us, and subscribe to the Steezies. Till next Monday, it's Put a Ring on It.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Let's put a ring on
put
it.
a ring on it.
Hosted by the Steezies.
KB and Nate.
Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Yeah. And if you like it, you should've put a ring on it. Yeah. Put a ring on it. The Steezies.
I don't think we can do it together, babe. You make me nervous.